I'm Sharon.
I'm Mark.
And we are Ponderosa Garden Adventures. Welcome back to our 2023 garden season. We are today going to be planting some bulbs.
It's towards the end of January here in Zone 10B. And in a lot of zones you would be planting bulbs in fall before your first frost. Now we just passed our last frost here in Zone 10B, and we're going to be planting bulbs today because we tend to have some warm days in winter. For example, Christmas Day was 80 degrees, it's 27 degrees Celsius, and so those bulbs get confused and they start coming up in December. So we put the bulbs in the refrigerator for the winter, and we're going to be planting them today and hopefully having a nice array of bulbs by April.
Good spring show, hopefully. So let me show you what we've got here today. We've got an assortment of bulbs here today. And I'm just going to kind of go through quickly the ones we're going to be planting. We've got an assortment. We've got some crocus, some hyacinth, nice spring color. We have some Dutch iris. I already have a few of those. Some muscari, ranunculus, a selection of tulips. We've got pink impression, Kansas proud, and then just a selection of pastel mix tulips. And if we have time, we have some lilies, which are Hotel California and Salmon Star.
And just so you know, it's about 70, I counted about 70 or 80 bulbs. So not a huge amount, but what I like to do is plant about 70 bulbs every year, and hopefully the ones from last year, some of the ones from last year will come up and we'll have a nice display.
Right. We've been doing this for the last 4 years that we've been planting bulbs, and some of them will naturalize nicely and we get those back every year, and sometimes they just don't. We also deal with our friends, the moles, and they like to eat the bulbs, and so between the weather and the moles, we don't always get a lot of naturalization.
Speaking of the weather, we just had a big rainstorm, and that makes the ground nice and soft. I like to use this little tool here to dig for holes for the bulbs, although sometimes we'll just dig a trench and then just line the bulbs along the trench as well. But either way, it's best to do it after a rainstorm. The ground's nice and moist, soft, and then the bulbs have a nice damp environment to get started in.
Right. Some of these bulbs will be planted 4 inches deep. Some of them will be 6 inches deep. And what's nice on these tools is that they've got a measuring mark here on the side so you can see how many inches. This one is 4 inches, so you know it's for the smaller bulbs. But if you go up to the, it gets it started. Sometimes I just use a trowel, and kind of eyeball it. So we wanted to show you these, and then we'll go in and get some of the bulbs planted. We'll take you along when we do that.
All right, so yeah, we're going to go get these in the ground. We'll show you how we plant them, and let's get started.
All right. I'm going to be so happy to have those out of there and to have just flowers. Nice. Put it in that pot. I've got the potting soil that came out of there. I'll put that in there. think those will look really pretty with the purple behind it. They bloom in summer.
A perennial. Yep.
Yes. And they bloom late spring all through summer. So the butterfly bush will be blooming in that purpley, pinky color. And then this will be there. And they're good for cut flowers, so. What happened? Oh. That's actually amazing that that's the first time you hit a rock. All of these that you planted.
All right. So, we're all done. That was great.
Right?
It was fun.
Looking forward to a nice spring show, especially around the bird bath in the front yard. I think the color is going to look really great. We'll have all the blossoms on the peach trees, and it's always exciting when those first little sprouts start to come. So
we like to mix up the varieties because then you have bulbs come out at different times and different heights, and it makes a really interesting display. So hopefully we'll have video of that when they come up. But for now, thanks for joining us. Click the like button and subscribe to watch more videos.
Tell your friends, leave comments below. Let us know what you liked. What are you planting this season? We'd love to know.
Until next time, it's Ponderosa Garden Adventures.
Bye.